Life isn't only black and white. Somewhere in the grey lies the truth. Where perspectives collide and stories connect. Welcome to the Black, White and Grey podcast.
Good morning.
Morning. What a good day.
Yeah,
David says
beautiful
today.
day out there today. So today we're talking about, in the context of relationships, do we actually like each other? Or are we just used to each other?
Ed, do you like me?
Are we talking about us specifically or people in general?
So this episode is about comfort versus
Hang
connection.
on a minute. Now, let's just get this one out of the way.
Right,
Ed, answer that question.
Yeah, of course I do.
You
Of course I do.
swerved that so quickly.
You gotta.
Because we always like have a sort of a background.
We know.
I don't know if
like
it's
each
on
other
the
enough.
camera. It's not on the camera though.
We
Well, the
like each
arguments-
other enough to be
Yeah.
able to fall out.
Ah.
Because sometimes you fall out with people, you're done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. You could.
We
yeah.
always
But
put out.
frustration can come from trying to get the other side of relationships. We're also not talking about that. We were asking whether it was a broader
Yes. That's the
discussion. Do we
Why?
like each
What,
other?
you still swerving it?
He's really good at that.
I don't like Anna. I love her, but I don't like her.
That's a good way of
I
phrasing it.
literally don't like her.
But people are uncomfortable with the definition of love. So people go, "Oh, you can't say you love somebody," but you can. That makes sense.
Yeah, I
You
don't
can
like her.
love. Yeah, you don't have to like them. You can love someone, but you
Siblings.
have to like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Siblings,
Is that
parents.
better? Is it better to love somebody and
Let's
not like them?
explore,
Or
innit?
is it better to like
Well,
somebody?
Let's
and-
explore.
Let's explore.
This episode is about comfort versus connection in relationships. So staying in friendships, jobs, routines, gyms, and even families just because they're familiar. I thought we'd kick off by saying, well, I think it's a good question. Meaning, what are you still loyal to that low-key disappoints you?
Anna.
God, this is mean.
David's like, what the hell?
Go on, Ed. Yeah.
So what are you still loyal to that low-key disappoints you? For example, like your barber.
Are you saying you're saying my haircut looks?
No. Actually, I was saying that in the
Let's be
context.
cautious.
In the context of me, actually.
You can't mention Barber.
Shots fired.
No, shots fired.
justice?
But I used to go to the same barber for time because he did a good job. But then he started slacking, and then I would go and I wanted the other guy, but I couldn't because this guy would look at me like, "Yeah, I'm waiting for you," and I'm like, oh, fuck, "Like, what am I meant to do here?"
I don't know his business model. I come to the shops model.
So did we put more?
Really?
I'm joking.
Do we put more effort into relationships early, and then, as you say, like maybe a job puts more effort, and we put more effort into the job. People put so it is actually objectively better, and then, as you say, your barber's just not doing as.
Yeah, or like the gym itself, similar things.
What about the gym?
Like low key, I don't like my gym, but I keep going to it.
But
Why
you
do you
just.
like it?
Oh, it's a bit shit, really.
Is it?
But it's at the end of my road, so it's
Oh, it's
convenient.
convenient.
I was going to say,
Creatures of habit.
is it loyalty, routine, or habit, really? Because that's another thing, right?
And it might be optimizing. Time in gym is better than the nicest gym that you never go to.
That is also true.
I'm sure a lot of people feel that
Yeah.
way about third space. But I also, with the like question, I think we're forced into a culture where we're made to feel like we need to like or dislike something. YouTube video, whatever. We don't need to get on social media again. But do we even need to think of it that way? Does it have to be so binary? Or can we just hold like a little placeholder of, net positive? Like, I'm happy enough. Or maybe your expectations define that your gym should be better, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it's like
But
actually
is
the
happy
workout.
enough good enough?
Because what is it doing for you? If the gym is serving its purpose, but you don't like the place,
Yeah.
then effectively you're efficient. It's-
Unless it would motivate you more to go to David Lloyd's or a better gym. You feel more-
Don't
Well, I
worry.
did because I've been at the best. I've been at the best gym there is, and then I've been at the leisure
Yeah.
centre that I'm at now.
And then,
Which one's better?
Well, they both serve the same purpose, and that's
but did
where
you feel
you'll
more
go.
motivated to go to the other one?
Yeah, of course, because I was like, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is. Obviously, you agree with that. I don't even want to know what your gym membership costs.
No, but it's not just membership. It's also like the environment.
What do you mean?
Everyone is sort of on it.
It separates you from the scumbags, yeah?
Yeah, the exclusivity as well.
It separates you from the scumbags.
No, but it's
the ones
just
that are looking at you
But
when you're
everyone's
on
on
the
that-
If you could just land by helicopter on the top of the building so you don't have to even deal with the people in the street.
You know,
and
like,
just,
what are you doing there, darling? You don't want to deal with that, yeah? I better.
but that comes in different forms in the gym, right? Like sometimes that in a leisure centre, that's like some dude who looks rough, but he's on the gear or something.
Yeah.
And that's a different energy. Like gyms back in the day used to be like clanking metal plates,
Old school.
old school.
Yeah, concrete floors.
concrete floors, no mirrors. So,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
would have gone back in the day and gone, I'm so happy I've got a gym membership. But nowadays we go, oh,
It's
Yeah,
luxury.
it's true. I mean, but like a running machine is a running machine. You know, people
It is,
complain,
yeah.
oh, we need new gear in here, but you're paying £40 a
But the
month.
gym's a wellness centre now.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
true.
so
Spa.
much just
It's a lot.
fitness.
I think David, you would suit well at at the DL in Chigwell, everyone there just want to talk about businesses. They come to you and say, "What do you do? What do I do?" And everyone's just trying to collaborate. It's the energy is so different.
At the DL.
But do they actually like
DL.
each other?
No, we don't. We like the gym. That's the thing.
So they've got a common interest.
So if you like something in common, does that mean you like each other? Because
No.
everybody tries to do that, like when there's
No.
like a dating app or something like, oh, you guys like the same
That's a
stuff.
very good question, you know. That's a very good question and a very good way of framing it. Because if you like something in common, do you actually like each other? But then the flip side of that is how many people actually know themselves.
Yeah.
Well, and that's probably why that
long-term
works.
relationships is this similar thing. Like we've been together for too long to leave. Sort of thing.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you're just used to each other. You don't like
How,
each other.
how can you be there too long to leave?
No, but
though?
you hear that a lot.
No, I'm saying you're right. I'm saying how though.
A
Yeah,
lot.
but how? How?
Because if you spend like 10, 15, 20 years with someone, you're
Creatures
like,
of
where,
habit.
where am I going?
Yeah, but what does that mean?
It means it's just, what's the point of
Well,
going elsewhere?
what it means is that you're used to each other. You don't
Yeah,
actually
it's-
like each other.
Yeah, no, that's what I
You're so familiar.
I get
It's
it, but I
security as
don't
well,
because
isn't
that's a female thing though.
No, they said it's men actually. Men is a creature of habit. Women
but
are more
men-
likely to leave than men are.
No, but see, females seek security, men don't. We
Okay.
seek comfort.
Well,
But we also seek like deep affection, and if that dies down, or we seek.
Then you feel less secure.
starting over is a big thing
Is,
in
yeah,
anything.
starting
So
over.
gym. Well, another context is
Or even-
work. Why do you stay in jobs for so long that you
For 10
dislike?
years.
I
20
think
years.
some people can stay in them because they're made to feel they don't have worth in the market.
Yeah.
I think some people go, if I quit this job,
I'm
I
not
haven't
gonna
been
get-
doing terribly well at it because I didn't like it. So I'm
Yeah.
not seeing a great version of myself professionally.
I
Yeah.
think what we're not accounting for is age. I think the age you start and stay
Yes.
is also another thing. If you
Yes.
if you start really early at 18, you can leave by 28 and still feel like you can further your career. If you're in 35 to 45, you might be
Comfort,
like,
Yeah.
risk
I'd
adverse,
risk.
yeah.
I might not be able
Yeah.
to get a job
Yeah.
at that point. And the
Yeah,
world
age
moves
is
on.
very important.
And that's in any of the.
I'm not
stuff
about the
that we're talking
barbers. You would leave your barbers. Doesn't matter what age you are.
Nah, you get to a certain age, and if your barber's shit, you're gone.
Yeah, but there's
'Cause you chase convenience.
Yeah, but there are men who are like in their 60s plus. They've still got their hair. They've been going to the same barber for
20, 30
But that's what I mean. What I was saying is
convenience.
you chase convenience after.
Yeah.
So you get to a certain age and you stop chasing the quality and you chase convenience.
Creatures
and
of
like
habit.
you said, creatures of habit part
Yeah,
kicks in.
familiarity
But
as
also
well.
maybe we have to shed some things to habit. So I don't know about you guys, but as I've got more busy, I think of it as some things will be things I want to change, and then I really like keeping the rest normal, predictable, so I can kind of see the effect of the change that I'm putting in and focus on it.
I think loyalty plays a big part as well, though. I think we're not accounting for loyalty because if something's wrong for 20% of the time that I've been there, but it's 80% great,
Yeah,
then where am I going?
yeah.
Like I've got to accept that stuff is
Some
supposed
people
to
just
and
don't
can
have
go
that in
wrong.
them. They're sitting there behind their desk
episodes-
going,
A few episodes before this one, Brendan actually mentioned that. He said like sometimes people exit relationships or for the 20% and they find out that the 80% is actually missing. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got 80 and you sort of don't realise, I'm still complaining about the 20%, but then you shift and you change to a different place in like,
well, you're
actually,
right. We don't know where we're going with it because I think sometimes you can go into like, I'm dating somebody. Where's it going? Rather than they've given me a platform to explore the rest of my life, as you say, like the actual predictability of that relationship. Maybe if you really look at it and try and blame it, will cause you a problem. But as you say, maybe that gives you the platform to go, now I can go chase this, I can go chase that, I can chase that, and then like they'll be supporting me.
So you're not looking at people are looking too much into the future.
We just don't know
not
where
the
our
present.
destination is with the relationship, right? It's not like we can mine the other person for well, you could, but you could go down like a whole worm. You know, like I'm sure to like crack addicts will sit there in a trailer just going, we're just like living about each other, and there's no amount of like exploration and silliness we won't do. But they're not setting themselves up for a three-dimensional real world life.
How do you know they're
just to
crackheads?
say, just to say, I do
maybe.
appreciate crackers like hustle though. I mean,
Hustling
Crackhead
crackers.
hustle.
yes. Can you imagine? They wake up in the morning not thinking, oh, today's. And,
Oh, it's terrifying. When they're
No,
like,
it's-
I spend
they- every
$600 a day on drugs. You're like,
They're on it.
We've gone left. What do you mean they're on it? They're on what? Getting crack?
Yeah, you can achieve your goal, right?
Yeah, but that's
Go-
that.
go-
Achieve your goal.
But that's the devil inside them, right? That's the substance that's calling. So that addiction, what it's actually doing is making them that it's that thing. It's making them want to go and chase
become
it.
creative.
It's not creative. Yeah, they are, but it's not actually their rational thinking that's doing that.
But I think
Exactly. Sometimes you shouldn't utilize our rational thinking. That's why.
No, but
entrepreneurs are
if you're choosing to be irrational, you're making a choice. They're not making a choice.
Oh yeah.
But
See what I
Michael
mean?
made a good point. I think something you touched on that felt like a home for the conversation was loyalty. I love that word. Like contentment instead of am I happy? It's like am I content? Do I like somebody or whatever, or do I feel loyalty to them? And I love it when I feel loyalty to them. That to me is like
To your gym, to your barber, to your work.
yeah, it's like an active choice.
Yeah.
So it's like rather than just going, I just step for. I mean, you're right. With the thing I get when it's like a local service provider is you then have that thing where you're walking past their shop.
Yeah, I was
and they
literally
see
about
you
to
walking
say
past
that.
their shop. And you guys just had a haircut.
with a trim.
And you're like, I wish I could never.
Across the street, I actually did that, and
Yeah.
I literally, what the hell, man? I can get my haircut where I want, but I'm crossing the street so that barber doesn't see that I went to the one down the road.
That's loyalty, though.
Yeah, that is loyalty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You
it's
was
not,
disloyal,
it's not
so
that, I don't dislike you. I just got a bit too used to you.
do we-
creature.
Or you was seeking convenient because you was close and time and efficiency was over somewhere else.
Yeah, it's true.
Unless you walked past him and then went to the other barber.
Yes.
Do we know what we want people to like about us?
That's a good question.
That's a very good
But I
question.
think that falls in line with my point of how much do we know about ourselves?
Correct.
Do you see what I mean?
It's
So-
like, what am I taking out to market? What do I expect people to like about me?
And then how much do we reflect on how our output is being perceived by everybody else?
Yeah, and like if I think about the relationship with Anna, it's like there's some ways I behave that I wouldn't expect you to like.
I don't like it.
Yeah, correct. And so it's like, if I go out into the market and think I'm being difficult, then why would you like it?
I don't think you're being difficult with Anna, though. I think Anna's being difficult with you.
What?
So do you actually like each other?
club.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm on my own today.
So now you've
What?
had some time to think about it. So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Do you actually like Ed, or are you just used to him?
I love it.
Okay, what about me?
I love you too.
Wow, did you see the face of the camera on that face? There was a question.
I'm
Well,
definitely not going to ask about me.
I'm never going to bother. I want to ask Ed something though.
Yeah.
In this context, I want to ask you, Ed, one thing that you outgrew but stayed too long.
Oh,
That is such a good question.
100% my last jobs.
Yeah, there you go. So I think the answer would be work a lot. Why was that?
Work. So I was caught in the trap of, because I worked in the sort of early stage startup scene for a long time, lots of entrepreneurs, lots of excitement, lots of journeys, lots of new.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're at the forefront of something and think, okay, the job's getting stale, but the market for new ideas, new businesses isn't. I've got like a constant supply of those coming through. So
And change.
yeah,
constantly.
I'll be part of wherever this is all going. And eventually you just got to look at the evidence and say, I've been doing this for 10 years, I'm going sideways. And other people are really starting to go through the gears. So for me, it was like, it was being like the last person in the casino going, oh, if I just hang around the casino a bit longer, maybe I'll come away with all the winnings. And it's like, you need to call it a night.
Sort of romanticizing struggle in a
But
way.
it's also that it's an industry which is deeply intoxicating. Like you hear about like some people, you invest in startups and then that, something goes 200 times return. That's like a freedom ticket right there. So you want to be around that. And then you go into a conventional job or a job that's like got like a linear progress and you go, that freedom is 5 years in the future. When
Yeah.
you're building a business, it's not like, oh, amazing, that thing I did 3 years ago suddenly paid out. Huge. So it's
can
like
see
a drug, right? It's addictive. You just sit there and go, freedom will come and I won't know when it's going to come, rather than I'm just going to
Gambling.
graft.
The dopamine hits
Yeah.
from the small wins.
It's the chase. So it's
chase.
And honestly, I was like, what's my skill set?
yeah, I suppose.
So you feel like you lost yourself in the process.
Well, I fell into
Natural.
a job where it wasn't the best application of really what I should be doing. I'm not a BD or salesperson, really. I'm okay at it.
What are you?
Living on repeat.
Yeah, probably I don't get after it enough for something. I've seen people who do, and they are a different breed, and they like it.
What, like
they
the sales?
love it. They love
Like
the sales.
David loves sales.
Yeah.
Wakes up in the
You
morning
love
like,
sales?
Yes. Do you love sales?
I still get the chase, the dopamine from it, definitely.
Do you
yeah,
like
of
your
course.
job or do you love it?
I like it, yeah. I wouldn't say I love it.
Do you enjoy the no's or the yeses?
To be honest, I do like the no's because the no's motivate you to get the yeses.
Yeah.
Salesman. I don't like no's.
And a lot of no's
Hate
that
them,
I've
man.
had in my career, I have, not all of them, I'd say 25% have changed them into a yes.
That's power.
And I think it's about how you
No, that's
receive
a
the no.
salesman.
I think a lot of customers have said to me no before, and then, to be honest, actually, so one of my biggest customers to this day and has been for 5 years, they initially said no to me, and I responded over email. They said, no, thank you. Thanks for offering your services, but we don't need it right now. And I responded with a, really appreciate you letting me know. If anything changes, keep in touch. And 2 weeks later, this critical hire they made fell out. And she came back to me on email and she said, do you know what? A few recruiters had reached out, but it was your response that stood out to me.
Nice.
So by me just accepting the no, it ended up changing into a yes. And now they've actually been a customer. I've met this customer in Munich a few times for 5 years.
That's wicked, man.
Do you think what you put out into the professional market, again, is a version of you that people professionally would like?
I believe so, yeah, because I think in very B2B transactional worlds, I think a lot of people follow the sales books, the movies, the scripts. But I think actually a lot of it, if you just be yourself and if you just, be a kind, sensitive human, I think that works a lot more than aggressive sales tactics.
But I think you've highlighted probably the problem that people have. How many people are actually kind
and sensitive humans?
Yeah, because a lot of the time I think you're overthinking, especially in the context of Ed just describing his job. Constantly changing, different clients, etc. You can lose it naturally because you're in this chase constantly. You can become a little bit desensitized,
yeah.
Part of the machine.
Yeah.
How do you think? So it's just about to end the year of the snake in Chinese culture, and that's meant to be shedding
old habits, old behaviors.
That's good.
So how do we shed that inertia? Like, what should we do?
We've got to change our barbers, mate.
Change a barber. So it all starts with change a barber.
Well, changing habits.
Changing habits.
So getting that muscle going, I've changed one thing, I can now be brave enough to change the next thing and keep.
Or it's going to happen naturally, because if you believe in the mystic energy, it's going to happen naturally. So things are going to show themselves and things will just break down naturally.
Will be if you free yourself up to that.
No,
if you're resistant to that. Like if you keep doing this, you're going to keep getting the same.
No, but what will happen is, remember, it's not just you, there's resistance on the other side. So even if you're not like consciously going through it, somebody else is. That's it within your relationship groups. And those relationships might break down. Like you might be trying to go to the barbers and then that barber's consistently busy at the time you want it. It's going to consistently happen. And as you transition into the fire horse, it's going to speed up because you haven't made the conscious decisions that should be open to making that change. So things are going to come at you from all angles because you haven't made those changes. And that's energy. And that's how the shift works. Now, if you're consciously open, sorry to cut you for what you're saying, but if you are consciously open to it and then you make those decisions, the transition is easier and more seamless.
I believe that. Because I think this is why it's interesting to think about whether something should like or not like something, because maybe you just need to trust yourself, get your backpack on so you're not telling yourself loads, and get out on the trail and just meet what you
trust
need.
the process, bro.
See that person on that day, come in with the best of intentions of saying, history told me that I like this person or I'm loyal to them. So be happy to see them, but be willing to navigate.
Before we transition too far left or right, it's just quite simple, isn't it? Live in the present. The past is over and you can't get to the future. And that's it, right? So if you do that and stay open, then things will happen and you're living in that moment.
I also think if you do the work to like yourself, then you're not going to be so reactive to ways people show you that you don't like yourself. So when you clear that out, you're less likely to bump into something where somebody goes, that's pissing me off, I'm offended.
Yeah, your ego is less likely to take over.
Yeah, but then that ego is just a transformation of like insecurity, right? Because if you don't like yourself or you feel insecure about certain things and someone points out, actually, and I don't like that about you, it's just bringing a mirror to yourself.
Well, it's
It
all
hurts, but I think it always hurts more if you're trying to do more to patch it over. Someone's like, I don't like that about, and you go, hey, I'm working on that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I've tried to be the perfect.
Or no, I think you're wrong.
Yeah, or in denial, complete denial of that.
It's not easy.
Ed, I think you've got to leave now, mate.
Yeah, I've got to go. Not that.
Is there any questions for Ed before he goes?
One thing I'm scared to leave.
One thing I'm scared to leave.
This room right now.
I've been professionally scared to leave this country.
Ooh.
England, how dare you?
It's because it's a comfort zone, right? I can navigate it. I understand it. I know the.
You love the racist country. Jesus Christ.
Comfort
Ed.
against growth.
What's not racist?
Comfort
This country.
over growth.
England.
Well, in comparison to where I come from, this is good.
Have you seen the Union Jacks go up and the George's flags?
That's okay.
The
You go to
UK.
Turkey.
I didn't put them up.
You know what? I think that a discussion I've had before with some friends, like when you go to Turkey, you go to Portugal, go to Spain, do you not see their flags there?
What by the residents? Do the residents publish their
Right,
flags?
guys, Ed's got
Anyway.
I'm not going down that route.
Go for it.
So yeah, that's my answer. I think I should have been braver. Some people go,
things.
I worked for a couple of months in Madrid, and then I went and worked in, I don't know, like some other country, but they'll have done it.
But what's the why? What's your why? Do you have a why or a reason?
Because I think
Comfort?
yeah, comfort is good enough, opportunity enough, but it's
Fear?
like, is it where the big opportunity lay? So I think I should have done more to try and.
But where would you go? US?
At some point, I should have tried the US, but even that's still predictable. I know some people go Argentina and they make their life work and they have these amazing lives, but they at least tried. Whereas I've never had a compunction to do anything other than look kind of commercially up and to the right in terms of going, oh, the US sounds like it's bigger and better than the UK.
How about Australia? Australia would have been good.
Again, I go, oh, it's too far away, or there's always an excuse. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
All
Makes
right,
sense.
before you run now,
yeah.
what's stopping you from doing it moving forward?
A child is one part, not a big part. And then I think I've said this to myself with my current business. I want international clients. So working with one in Spain. So if I can't get it straight away, what I want to do is have the ability and genuine reason
Build
to
the
travel
network.
there, build the network, and then go. I'll follow the opportunity as it presents itself. Because you can't,
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Ed.
Love you guys.
Thank you. Do we actually like each other, or are we used to each other? What about that in the context of friends? Friends by history, not chemistry. Friends by history, not chemistry. Group loyalty, growing
I was
apart
gonna-
silently.
I was thinking about that point about friendships, because sometimes you feel like you may have outgrown your friends, or you may feel like this person no longer serves. It's not good for you. It's no longer part of who you are at this point.
We
But you
touched on this last episode, didn't we?
Did we? But
Yeah.
in terms of, but you still keep them close to you because you're loyal.
Yeah.
to
But it's sort of
them.
chemistry, and do we actually like each other, or are we just used to each other because we went to primary school together? And yes, you do grow apart, but I mean, I think with that you still like each other, but I think with a 20-year friendship, you also find each other's flaws. You learn
Yeah.
how to piss each other off.
Yeah.
You so there grows a lot of ambiguity between you sometimes.
But there's in a transition to become family then. Because
Yeah,
you've
well,
become
that's
your
what we spoke
you've
about.
known it for
You know,
so
who has
long.
access to you? Is it blood or what was the blood or friends, basically? Yeah, I don't know.
I think the points that you're both making are very salient. I think it goes back down to how much good and how much bad. Like if you've grown up with somebody and they just consistently taking from you,
Yeah,
and then you get to a point where you're realizing that they're taking from you, then actually the 80%'s been terrible.
but it comes down to self and who you are, right?
Or who you become as well.
Yeah, who I've become, because I think for me, I know who my friends are. Like, I don't think it will ever change. We've all had different walks of life and different things have happened. And you do grow apart silently as you start having a family. Well, as my friend I haven't seen for I see him once a year. And we used to go out every Friday for 10 years. But he's got 2 kids. I've got 1. It's just life. That's
Acceptance
just what happens.
as well. I think acceptance.
Agreed. No, because obviously what happens is, I think this happens to a lot of young men who become fathers. It's happened to me. Whilst I'm very happy with my life and I love being at home, I love being with my family, I'd rather just stay indoors all Saturday and Sunday. There's a little part of you that's like, you see your friends who are 30 years old, single, living together, like having all this sort of what one used to class as fun for the camera.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
And so obviously you miss a little bit of that,
Yeah.
but then you obviously remind yourself, actually, no, like I am happy with what I've got. But then with that comes a little bit of guilt, especially if you are an overthinker, emotionally intelligent, empathetic person. You sort of like, well, I don't see my friends anymore. I'd like to see them more. And really, what is that? What is like, well, they don't really care. They understand you're doing your thing and getting on with your life. And I think a lot of young men especially, and probably women too, have difficulty with that mentally. And actually that's where I think
What, juggling?
couples have stress in their relationships because they sort of want different things.
Well, it's the transitioning from being a young person into adulting.
Yeah.
Because that's ultimately what you're doing. You're turning into an adult, right? And you're becoming more responsible for everything that you lay.
Here comes Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
I think it's also adaptation. It's knowing to adapt. Like, for instance, adapting to life, adapting to having children,
Letting
adapting
go.
to you just have to adapt. You have to be flexible. You have to be agile with your life. And I think if the right friends, the right family members will stick around.
But I think David's right here in the separation of male and female. I think young men actually struggle to adapt to that process where
That's fair
females generally just get on with it. Females are very more likely to say, I've got a child, I know what I've got to do.
Mother Nature.
Mother
Yeah,
Nature.
I've got to
Males will
prioritise.
consistently be seeking the thrill still. And you might be like, my friends are out, so actually I don't really need to stay in the house and look after my child. I'm just going out with my friends.
Yeah.
And that sort of tradition in a way, isn't it? Well, we spoke about traditional trauma a few episodes ago, and I think traditionally mothers are more whether you are like a stay-at-home mum or you're an earning mum out the house. I think your priorities at the end of the day are always your kids. My missus is 100% our child, so then it does, not me personally, but it makes perhaps as Michael said, it gives the especially the young man in the relationship the freedom. So I should be down the pub, or I should be out with my friends. It's a masculine sort of
it gives you more time
traditional
as well for
thing
you to continue to do what you were doing. So he had to adapt, perhaps not as much as she had to adapt to having a child. Do you know what I mean?
No, she had to adapt more than him.
No, she completely adapted. She completely was.
Oh, you're saying she done her adapting.
Yeah, but he had to do. Well, he was able to do less of that. Whereas
to be fair, if you think about it, I think that 9-month period where a female gets pregnant, where she's harbouring life, is when the adaptation's taking over anyway.
Absolutely.
And then through that transition, she's literally nesting for the 9 months, whereas we don't have to go through that as men. So we just got to, we can see it, but we can't feel the change.
But many
until
women
we're paying.
say that after giving birth and after a few months, and you obviously probably privy to, you probably remember that how we change emotionally and how we become difficult sometimes, or we find it challenging to deal with.
That might be before as well.
to deal with life and changes that occur. So I've met women that were like, I just wasn't the stay-at-home mom, I just couldn't do it. Or I met women that felt they've lost themselves, they lost their friends, they lost who they were, their body changed. So many changes that occurred to us there. But I've got a question, completely swayed from that.
Yes.
Do you think opposites attract? Because you said you enjoy spending time. You used to enjoy spending time with your friends on a Friday, go out.
Yeah.
And if your missus is the type that wants to stay home, do you think opposites attract, or do you think that's the biggest lies one has ever?
I think that's changed the last 10, 15 years, definitely. I do believe that opposites attract, and opposite is a huge phrase, right? Opposite in terms of careers, traditions, ways of being raised. I think what is
well, the opposite's also the unknown. It's the unknown, isn't it?
Yeah.
My friend said that it's the biggest lie we've ever been told.
No, the opposites do attract.
Because one of us has to compromise.
That's what I was going to say. Opposites do attract, but opposites do not maintain. You still got to do the work.
Yeah, but also if you're two completely different people, you're actually offering each other exposure to two completely different ways of thinking.
Provided
so you have to learn.
Yeah,
you've got to learn from each other. To be honest, my partner has taught me. I'd say after losing my dad, I sort of forgot how to love in a way, and I think my partner sort of taught me how to love again.
Oh,
I'm not just saying this for camera, she's going to love this.
But
no, she did. So sort of where I was a little bit more of a wide boy and wanted to party and all that stuff, she sort of leveled me, settled down, and is probably a huge part of my success working for myself and things, because she called me and said, if you want to do this, let's do it together. And then vice versa. I think my intensity, my overthinking, my constant work and chase, the hustle culture took some time for her to get used to. And then, so I think we are quite opposite.
And you kind of nurtured each other in the process.
Yeah. So I think back to
That's
my
what I
point,
mean.
you learn from each other. So
You have to
actually,
be
if you
very
embrace it,
open.
you have to embrace it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to
But
be
that's what I'm
open to
saying. That's why
flexibility.
I don't think it's a lie. I think the opposites do attract, but it's then what happens once you're attracted.
I mean, realistically, if I met a woman who's just like the exact same as me, I can see the positives in that. But really, like, I'm never going to see her. If she's working the hours I'm working, like that, it's crazy.
That's another thing. You can find somebody that's exactly similar to you, which is same. So you know what's coming. So then you know the thinking, you know the process.
yeah.
Do you know how much of a challenge that is?
Is it?
Yeah, of course. It's very rare that you find that, but when you do, it almost seems beautiful, but it's also challenging because what they're actually doing is showing you yourself.
Yeah.
And there's parts of you,
Exposed.
the parts of you that you don't like, you're going to have to deal with. So again, everything's just about being open and accepting.
Any more questions, David?
It's got a ton of them.
No.
He's even got the bombshell one. Got the bombshell.
Wait, which one's the bombshell one?
Bombshell.
It's always the last one.
Do you watch Love Island?
No, I hate Love Island. I've
I
seen
don't
one
watch it.
episode.
Why do you watch it?
That's sus.
Me.
The way
you
you said
sure?
bombshell.
Love Island.
The way you said
mate.
bombshell, that's what I know.
Brain dead
Bombshell.
TV is a pet peeve, man. I hate it.
I don't share the same opinion.
You love brain dead TV?
I'm just saying that sometimes they might want to engage with us.
Do you watch Married to
I don't
what
watch
is it?
TV.
Oh.
I'm honest.
I ain't got time for that.
I watch
dates
movies
and all
though.
that nonsense.
Movies. I'm a movie person.
Yeah, I'm a movie person still.
Well, yes. Do we actually like each other, or are we just used to each other? I think, sort of summarising for me, I think it comes down to individuality and who you are as a person. I say that most people in my life I love and like. I'm not really the guy to say that, I don't like that person, because if I don't like someone,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. They're not really in my visuals, or I don't really. But yes, I'm definitely loyal, and therefore that can be, that can hurt me with my barber, giving me dead trims. So no, I think that's sort of my take on it.
Who's your
to be
barber? Is
honest.
it Turkish?
Yeah. So I mean,
I swear they're known.
they are. Yeah. The Turkish barber's taken over, and positive. It's a nice experience. It's sort of an hour pamper for me.
Do you
So
get
they
a
cut my
towel?
hair, hot towel, ear
How
burning.
much do you pay for all that shit?
This is the problem.
Yeah, tell us.
How much do you think a man's trim costs? Because you will have no idea, especially for a white boy, because it is a bit
Oh
different.
no, but for white guys, it's more expensive than black guys. That's
Well,
what I know.
it depends on your hair. Because,
Let's do a rough idea on the price.
Okay, so for white guys, I would say about 30 to 40 pounds.
Yeah, but you're exactly on the mark. But when I was growing up, my dad used to take me barbers. Bish bash bosh, £10, £8.
Yeah,
now
black
it's
guys,
30
20.
No,
They
depends
used to
on
be
the hair.
tens.
Yeah, it
But
used to
now
be
they're
10.
If you're
10
getting
until
like
recently.
full, if you're sitting in a chair for an hour, 2 hours, which I know some
If you're
of my
getting
friends
full
are.
beard and all that.
It's still 20.
Yeah,
No,
all
it can
braids
go-
though, and like all.
Oh, braids,
all the
yeah,
sweat,
yeah.
mad.
No, braids are more
She's
expensive.
talking about trims, just
Yeah,
short
trims,
trims.
what,
Just
20
short back
quid,
and
right?
sides.
20
Short back
quid.
and sides. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, but I don't
25
know,
if you're getting a
the
beard.
market is
No,
so
no,
much
no, no.
cheaper.
Right now it's about everywhere it goes, £40, £42.
I know
For
a
what?
friend that
But you're getting the towel on your
Well,
face
no, I
there.
get SBS.
What's
I don't even know
SBS?
what
Short
is.
back and sides. No, but that's short back and sides, beard trim, hot towel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a full treatment, right? So you're getting
I had to
pampered.
learn about football, man, because I was so sick of sitting in a barber chair having nothing to talk about.
Yeah. You have to learn
Who do you
about
support?
football.
I'm like, bro, it's the UK barber culture. It's football chat. So yeah.
Football chat.
I'll go in there googling scores and stuff. Nah,
No wonder you went
I'm
somewhere
into
else.
football now. Manchester United, big up.
Big up.
Is that who you support?
Yeah, who do you support?
Nobody. I'm not a football person. But I want to get into rugby though.
Rugby. Oh yeah, rugby's fun. I was at
And
Twickenham on the
golf.
weekend. Golf. No.
And polo.
I've seen you. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I have seen you at Top Golf, and no, the swing. No, it's
gonna hurt someone.
It's so stiff. You're gonna hurt your back.
Really?
You need to relax. Golf is not about hitting the ball hard. It's about the relaxed swing and the connection
Momentum, yeah.
of the
You know,
ball and the
I've
head of
got
the
a
golf club.
coach. My coach was like behind me.
Fire him.
He's not doing a good job.
George.
George ain't doing a good
George, I'm
job.
joking. If you're watching this, she likes you, and
No.
she is
We
used to
can't
you.
even do that. George ain't doing a good job if Anna's struggling.
Yeah.
No. So I'm going to practice practice again.
So
Let's go
George, you
back.
got to get better, and then you get me can
No,
recommend
you
you.
just want to play golf because you know rich people play golf and
No,
business.
America. Hero, polo.
All my
Yeah,
American
polo.
clients. Polo is more of
Equestrian.
a rich British people, right?
No, that is ultra levels.
Rich.
Yeah.
Polo.
No.
What's wrong with
It's
polo?
ultra wanker.
No. Don't. Chicka.
My friend runs a polo. He runs Lux Africa, actually.
Oh, they're doing that now.
Yeah, he runs that. You should go and.
No, but I want to be on the.
We don't like Lux Africa.
I didn't say that. I said I want to learn the originals, like.
What do you mean? That is original polo. He just turned it into an event like
I love it.
Ascot.
I
Have you been?
want to go. I want to go.
Have you been?
No, I haven't.
Ah,
Well, should we go this year?
we could do.
Okay then.
Yeah. One message away.
We'll plan.
Right, on that note, thank you.
So how do you leave then?
Do we actually like each other?
How do we leave without drama?
Well, I think, to be honest, we'll just leave one to the crowd
Yeah.
and the spectators. I think it's good to ask yourself one thing you outgrew but stayed too long, one thing you're scared to leave, and one thing you're very proud that you walked away from.
Are you asking us?
No, I was
No.
asking the fans.
But what question did you ask Ed? Do we answer that?
I'll ask you it if you want.
don't
One
know.
thing that you outgrew but stayed too long.
Do you know what? I was thinking about this,
Don't say it.
and I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. I mean, one thing I outgrew and stayed too long, I would say...
I think maybe my friends, you know.
Oh, I was about to go deep. Your friends, well, you got marginalised that a little bit.
I'm thinking. No, I'm just saying. I think so. I
I'm
think
going to be happy.
no, but it goes back to the
People-
initial point
people won't be
about.
reposting this.
It goes back to the initial point about love, innit? It doesn't mean that I won't be there for them if they need me, but if you call me up on the weekends and I'm just going out because we're just going out because you're bored and you just want to go out, but I'm in my head, I'm like, I've got work to do, but I'm still going out and I'm losing that time for 5 years, then I've been there too long for me.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean
I
I
think-
don't.
I was gonna say me nothing, but then I remembered one thing.
What about one thing I outgrew but stayed too long? What about trauma or mental health? It's a bit deep, but like, you know, one thing that I outgrew but stayed too long. Now, maybe a specific trauma in one's life.
Yeah.
You outgrew it, but it's sort of always there.
But then do you stay too long in a trauma that you outgrow?
How?
If it's a trauma, you
The
can't.
it's
trauma,
still
you
there.
can't
Can
run
you
away from
escape
it,
it?
though.
You don't escape trauma. You live with it.
Maybe you can.
You accept it.
You accept
Maybe
the
you
trauma.
can.
No, but you don't.
No,
You
but
do- you
outgrowing
accept.
it means that how can you outgrow something that is lingering?
Well, that is you.
It's just part of who you are.
it's part of who you are.
Part of your makeup as
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah, but you can outgrow
You
that.
can outgrow it, but like
You can see it coming and still be triggered. That's the outgrowing because you can see it. But if you can't see it and you don't know what to do, then you're not outgrowing it. But once you can see it and you know what to do and you still get triggered, you've been there too long. Because why are you still getting triggered? That means you've got to leave that process.
fair play.
It's a deep one.
So, guys,
Like, subscribe, follow, answer the questions
yep, as Michael stated,
as Dave asked, and put it in the comments.
and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
See you soon.
Ciao.
Bye.